Okay, today we're gonna talk about different stages of labor. So, before we talk about abnormal labor, we have to talk about the normal stages of labor. So, the normal stages of labor are stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. So, latent stage is from 0 centimeter to 6 centimeter. Active stage is from 6 to 10 centimeter. Stage 2 is 10 centimeter to the baby out. Stage 3 is baby out to placenta. And there are some definition that you have to memorize. The first one is the contraction. The normal contraction, there should be 3 contraction in 10 minutes, or the 3 contraction in 10 minutes, and the amplitude has to be at least greater than or equal to 40 or 200 Montevideo unit in 10 minutes. Anytime you have less than 3 or 4 contraction in 10 minutes, that's called hypocontractile uterus. So the first, when you have a labor question, you have to check out if the cervix is dilating, if the contractions are strong enough and increasing. If you have those two, then the person is said to be in labor. So first, let's look at the abnormality of delivery. So latent stage abnormality, there is only one abnormality called prolonged. Active can be arrest or prolonged. So when the problem is protracted, it's the same as prolonged. Stage 2 can be prolonged. Stage 3, there's only arrest. So let's look at the definition of the latent stage. The latent stage is said to be prolonged if greater than or equal to 20 hours in nulliparous women, greater than or equal to 14 in multi. So if the cervix has been not dilated up to 6 centimeter for longer than 20 hours or longer than 14, that is said to be a prolonged latent. What you do with the prolonged latent, the prolonged latent is most likely caused by excessive painkiller. So usually you put the mom in rest, like relax, and then it will eventually, when the mom is not tired anymore, it will eventually go on. But if the rest is not enough, you can give oxytocin, or if the water is not broken yet, you can do an amniotomy. You never do amniotomy without oxytocin. Or you can do a balloon traction to engage head and cervical ripening. So that's in the latent stage. But first, make sure that the mom has been in labor for more than 20 hours or 14 hours, and the cervix has not been dilated for 6 centimeter. Let's say if the problem is a mom only has been pushing for 18 hours, the cervix is dilating, but not up to 6 centimeter yet, then you should just choose wait and see. Don't do anything. Like, don't do oxytocin. Don't choose oxytocin yet. And after the latent stage, the next easy one is placenta arrest, right? So the placenta arrest happens when the baby is out and the mom is pushing for more than 30 minutes and the placenta has not come out. In that case, then that is said to be a third stage arrest. It's usually caused by placenta accreta, increta, or percreta. So what you do is you have to massage the uterine fundus and see if the placenta will come out. If not, give a little bit of oxytocin to help the uterine contract. And you can also manually retrieve after that. So this stage, if there is a placenta accreta, you can have a postpartum hemorrhage, right? So you have to be careful. You have to get your you have to do your uterine massage, oxytocin, and manually retrieve. If it doesn't work, then you have to do a hysterectomy. So the second most important thing is active phase. So arrest and protracted or prolonged phase, right? So protracted means the cervix has been dilated for 6 centimeter, but it has been dilating less than 1 centimeter per hour. In this case, you try just oxytocin, right? And then arrest phase, this definition you have to memorize it good. Arrest phase, membrane has been ruptured. The cervix has been more than 6 centimeter. Do they have enough contractions? Enough contraction mean 3 in 10 minutes and more than 200 Montevideo unit. So if it has enough contraction, if the mom has been pushing for more than 4 hours, if it's not without enough contraction, if a mom has been pushing for 6 hours, if the mom met with this criteria, it's said to be an arrest, active phase, or stage 2. So what you can do is you can try oxytocin if there is no enough contraction. And the next is C-section if there is a cephalic pelvic disproportion or more than 4 hours but adequate contraction. So for this arrest phase, the first thing you do is, if it's actually the arrest, membrane rupture more than 6 centimeter, 4 hours, 6 hours. If then you have 2 choices, oxytocin or C-section. Oxytocin if there is not enough contraction. C-section if you already give oxytocin or the mom has cephalopelvic disproportion or the mom has already have enough contraction. The third one is the second stage is the prolonged stage. Prolonged stage mean 3-2. 3 hours in nulliparous, 2 hours in multiparous, at 1 hour if with epidural. So this becomes 4-3. If it's a prolonged stage, you can try oxytocin. But mostly this prolonged stage 2 is because of the fetal malposition. So the fetus should come out ideally occiput anterior. If it's come out non-occiput anterior, so anytime the fetus head is not an occiput anterior, it's called malposition, and it can cause a prolonged second stage. Other causes are malpresentation, which is like breech position, macrosomia, and small mom pelvis. This is mainly a passenger or pelvis problem. So usually it's either C-section or vacuum or forcep. C-section is if the station is above 0, vacuum or forcep is +1 or +2. So anything below 0. But usually we try to avoid this. So we try oxytocin first, then see if the baby come out. If not, then you either do C-section or vacuum or forcep. So in summary, the labor, you have to memorize some hour. So 2014 4632. So 2014 4632. 2014 4632. 30 minutes we always remember. 3 and 10 minutes 4200. So the choices are rest, oxytocin or C-section, oxytocin or C-section, uterine manual massage. So best next step, they like to ask uterine manual massage. Okay, this is about labor.